Hello guys, welcome to this video. Welcome back to the channel where in this video I'm going to go through exactly what happened when I decided back in April of this year to cut the amount of sets, the amount of meaningful sets that I did, so the amount of weekly volume I have on weights in half. What happened? I found out quite a few interesting things along the way which I'm going to take you through. Did I lose muscle? We'll find out all of that in this video. Now, what do I mean by a meaningful set? Well, that is a set which you take pretty close to failure. It is a set that you can definitely say at the end of it, that caused a positive adaptation, it will cause a positive stimulus. So you finish the set, you have a good pump in whatever muscles you're trying to work, or perhaps it's a strength exercise and it's working within a certain percentage of your 1 rep max. It is a meaningful set. It's not a set where you finish it thinking, I don't know, maybe I had 5 left, 10 left. Those sets are not doing anything for your workouts. They do not count as a meaningful set. So first of all, let's address why did I decide to cut my weights volume in half? Now, the main reason I decided to do this was I wanted to free up my time. I wanted to make the most of the summer, make the most of the weather, and really improve my cardio ability. I wanted to rack up big 10-hour weeks, and that meant that something had to give. That was mainly a combination of running and cycling, with the main goal being trying to improve my FTP while cycling. And spoiler alert, I did actually manage to do that. I added about 30 watts, so that's already a +1 for the lower volume training. And the second reason that I wanted to do this was, like me, you've probably been flooded with videos about Mike Mentzer, about lower volume training, and I thought, rather than wondering, I may as well just give this a go. It works with my goals, it works with what I want to do this year, so I thought, let's just crack on. Right, so how many sets are we actually talking here? Well, this is all the sets I have done for the last year, and as you can see, up until April, towards the start of the year, I was doing about 70, 80, sometimes a little bit more, depending on the week, sets per week. And that has come right down to doing about 40. Now, I don't have strict ways in which I can do that. So, like I said, I wanted to provide quite a bit of flexibility for the cardio side of my workouts. So 40 sets a week, I could do that in 4 10-set kind of mini style workouts, or 2 big, huge workouts. It really depended on the week. So what did I notice during this experiment? Well, one of the first things is I gained quite a lot of strength, actually, especially on some of my smaller isolation exercises. Now, I say gained because I think what actually happened, like a lot of people that switched to this, is you just realized your potential, especially on the exercises I would do later in the workout, which previously I might have been a bit fatigued by, because as you can imagine, if let's say you've already done a 5x5 on squats or bench press, whatever, when you get to your later exercises, you've already carried 5 sets worth of fatigue, time fatigue, and you're perhaps just not as motivated, where when I knew I only had to do 1 set, I could really get into a headspace of like, I'm gonna beat my previous number from last week, I am gonna make the most out of this set. I also learned that I could get a really good pump off just 1 set. No superset, mega 10-set drop set going all the way down the rack. Just 1 set, absolutely taken to failure, to the point where the muscles are really, really slowing down. They're really struggling to squeeze out that last rep. Now, this will make more sense to people that do a lot of cardio than those that do weights. But actually, continual submaximal training is relatively okay. Doing absolutely all-out efforts. If you say to someone you need to do all-out 30 to 60-second efforts, is an absolute killer. It is horrible and it's really difficult to recover from. So I would have to be careful. Like I said, my main goal was to improve my cardio. If I was doing something like leg extensions and I was taking them to absolute failure, I'd have to really make sure that is well planned within my week so it doesn't mess up other workouts, because it really does take a little while to recover from those big, hard efforts. It also freed up a ton of time. Yes, you do have to rest quite a while between your sets to failure. However, you really can fly through these workouts. Oh, and here's a pro tip for you. If you struggle with the first rep on a shoulder press, don't unrack the bar near your shoulders, unrack it mid-face, lower it a little bit, and then do your first rep. So you set up, unrack mid-face, lower, press. So what happened? Did I lose a ton of muscle? Did I make no progress whatsoever? Well, no, I actually gained. So the difference is small, so you could argue maybe it's not actually a significant gain. But the fact is, my main goal was to improve the cardio, and I didn't lose anything. I actually gained 0.4. Now, there are a few reasons that could explain why this might be the case. The main one is probably the fact that I just switched up training methods. One that I'd been on for a while, and I responded well to it. Like I said before, I realised some of my strength potential. And to be honest, if you ask me now, which is actually relevant because I'm trying to now build a bit of muscle, putting the cardio on the back burner just for a few months, what I would do, I would actually switch it up the other way and start adding a bit of volume. And perhaps with the knowledge now that I had a little bit left in the tank, adding the sets now would make a lot of sense. So I've got the most out of the sets I currently do. I've found what you can read about and what you'll hear about. I found my minimal effective dose, and it's actually much lower than I thought it would be. And now I can go about adding a few sets here and there to get more progress. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a like down below. It really helps out a lot. Give a subscribe if you want to see more content, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.